Hello and welcome to another episode of Moose's Gear Goo Review. I'm Moose, and today we got a really sweet blade. It's a knife review, and that is of the ZT 460. The ZT 460. And wow. I mean, what can I say about this thing? This thing is just on another level compared to the knives I'm used to and what I typically look for. But wow, let's get into it. Okay, so if you don't know, ZT is kind of Kershaw's premium brand. It's under the same company, Kaya or Kia, or I don't even know what it is. Uh, but it's more or less they share a lot of the same designers. It's just with premium upgraded materials. So this specific knife here is the zero tolerance Sinkovich 460 flipper knife. That's kind of how it's labeled. It has more of a number rather than a name. Some people kind of call it the Persian. Kind of has that Persian look to it as far as with the upswept blade. But either way, this thing is just gorgeous and nice. So we'll get into the specs, and then we'll get into kind of the unique features and comparisons with other knives, and of course the ugly brown glove test. So that being said, the overall length is 7.5 inches. The blade length is 3¼ inches. The blade thickness is 0.12 inches thick. The handle length is 4¼ inches. The handle thickness is 0.4 inches thick. And the overall weight is really light at 2.3 ounces. So really nice, lightweight, elegant, awesome knife. So yeah, let's just get into this then. So starting with the blade super kind of unique blade shape. It has a lot of continuous curve to it. Kind of has that upswept curve. Now it's hard to try to find like the balance point or the flat as far as like how you're supposed to hold this, because it's basically one big swerve or like an S. So holding it at the point where it should be. I mean, as you can see, it like sweeps up. We have kind of this small flat here, and then it curves on the spine. It is a full flat grind, a high saber grind, plain edge blade, which makes this knife a super good slicer. Kind of has a two-toned satin with almost like a mirrored polish or satin and like a stone wash, which gives it two kind of contrasting textures and reflect the light just a little bit differently. It does have a sharpening kind of choil or ricasso there, and the edges of the spine or the tang of the blade is actually rounded, so you won't be throwing any sparks with it. But definitely just an awesome slicer. There are no thumb studs. You have the ZT logo on the show side, and then you have the Kaya USA as well as the Sinkovich design, and then it states the model number 460 and then S35VN. So we're working with S35 blade steel, which is an excellent steel. Really good steel. So there are no thumb studs, so this is a designated flipper. It runs on ball bearing washers or ball bearing system, and this thing is just buttery smooth, and it just flies out because it's so lightweight and thin. Just jets out. God, it's just really nice to flick open, even when you're trying to do it slow. Still just pops. Okay, so working into the handle. The handle is very unique. It has a really cool looking carbon fiber scale on the show side here, and they say that it's like a how is it, a bronze impregnated carbon fiber, and so you get like this tingy kind of almost rust red mixed in there, and it just looks really unique. And then you have these weird little checkers that are like reflecting light differently. The whole outside edge is chamfered. That gives it also its own little color variation and unique look. And then coming towards the closing side, it's actually fluted. So they carved into the scale like some fluting, and so it's a fluted chamfer there, and that reflects the light in a little different way, and it looks really, really cool. And that is the front show side. The hardware is blacked out. It has an anodized aluminum backspacer that goes about 50% of the way. And then over onto the other side, it is a titanium frame lock. Looks like it's a stonewash. It does have a lock bar insert over travel stop inserted in there for the lockup. And then the fluted texturing or carving is also replicated on the lock bar or the frames titanium frame lock side that you can see there, and it just adds actual functional grip as well as a really cool look. There is no lanyard hole or lanyard pin or anything to hook a lanyard. Other than that, it is a one-directional pocket clip. Now the pocket clip is kind of lackluster, nothing special here, just kind of a normal painted black pocket clip. Wish it would be deep carry, would have been better. And it says 0 tolerance on it. So there's an overall look. Really lightweight, really like it. Really cool. So now, how does this fit? Who is this for, and why would you get it? Well, first off, if you're a collector, it's a really cool knife. Just fit and finish wise, awesome. Materials, awesome. And it just looks cool. It's not like many other knives that are out there on the market. Price wise, this variation with the S35VN blade steel is under $200, somewhere around the $180 mark at the time of this video. They do have a little bit more upgraded version where I think the only difference, and I could be wrong, you can correct me in the comments below, the only difference is that the blade steel is a CPM 20 CV, I believe. And I could be wrong too, but it is one of those. It's either M390 or CPM 20 CV. More premium blade steel. I think it's CPM 20 CV. And that'll put the price up to, I think, $230, somewhere around there at the time of this video. But either way, I'll include links down below to what sites are offering it and for what price. So definitely check those out, and they'll have the most up-to-date information and pricing. So yeah, if you're a collector, definitely do it. If you're looking for a really unique kind of show piece or like a gentleman's carry, this would definitely fit the bill. It's under 3 ounces and it got that carbon fiber scale, and it just looks classier than heck. So definitely fit the bill there. As far as Urban EDC, the blade length is over 3 inches, so it wouldn't really fit into my realm of Urban EDC. And even then, it's pushing it for gentleman's carry as far as blade length, so it is a little bit larger of a blade. That being said, let's compare it to some other knives. This is my favorite gentleman's carry right now, and that is the Boker FR and S35VN. Another good knife is the Kizer Guru. Just comparing size-wise, we have the Spyderco Delica 4 with the Emerson Wave feature, and then, of course, we got the Kershaw Skyline. So as you can see, most comparable, it looks like the ZT 460 actually has the longest blade length out of all of them, especially with the cutting edge. Handle wise, it is also longest. Closest ones would be the Guru or the Skyline. And so yeah, that's kind of size wise. As far as comparison, the FR is definitely shorter, but yeah, fairly similar. Blade thickness, I think the ZT is thicker. Handle thickness, about the same. Guru, you can definitely tell the weight difference in these, but the Guru has much thicker blade stock. Handle thickness, the Guru is a little bit thicker. So there's that. Delica, really similar in weight. You can see the difference in blade length there. Blade thickness, I think the Delica is just a hair thinner, if not exactly the same. So, cool knife. And then the Skyline. Skyline, thinner blade stock. Handle wise, about the same. Blade length, pretty similar, but a longer cutting edge on the ZT. Alright. So, really cool knife. Last but not least, the Ugly Brown Glove Test. Ooh, that flipper works really well. The G10, once again, or the carbon fiber, once again, not much texturing. The fluted portions do add some texture, but not enough really for this cloth gloved. The jimping on the flipper actually locks the glove into place for deployment, and the frame lock is easy enough to deploy, so that works. There's no jimping up top. That would definitely help in actually holding the knife, but the actual curve helps lock it in a little bit. Does it pass? Yes. Pass wise, I'd say it's like 65%. Not that great. I wouldn't trust a cloth glove with it. It'd be too slippery. So there you have it. This is the ZT460. Really cool knife. Really cool looking knife. Price wise, it's a little bit out of what I normally do, but I got it in a trade or a purchase with a flashlight and a couple other things. Definitely worth it though. Really cool, and I think a lot of people would love this knife in collection, and it really wouldn't be that bad of a knife to carry either, just because it is lightweight. And if you're looking for an awesome slicer, great for food prep as well, definitely be one to take a look at. So there you have it, guys. Please check out the links below. I'll put Amazon links if you're interested in purchasing, or any other links that I need to for these products. You can check out these other two videos here. Click the big round logo button down there, or this red subscribe button. Check out that eye in the upper right hand corner for other videos. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you outside. Thank you.